this Ironhead 41. I want to do a video about some gardening here. I tilled this patch up. This is just a little 40 by 40. Nothing too big. It's 40 by 40 and tilled it up. And I laid some rows off with lime about 3 feet apart. And that's just extra fertilizer. Then I get ready to hill my rows. Boy, I tell you what, that line will be right on the bottom of it. Did it 3 feet apart. I got a little 19-inch wagon. I like to pull through the middle of it, so I don't have to bucket all the produce. So as you can see, it actually drops about 4 foot from the front to the back here, which is dadgum just perfect. And I'm gonna tell you why. Now that I got this tilled up and rows laid off, now I know how many rows I got, how long, how far apart to put certain plants, and which one to double hill with fertilizer already in it, or where I'm gonna put my transplant plants, to which I won't put fertilizer down the whole row or in the fur. I'll just stick a stick in for transplants, water a hole, and then put me a little about a quarter cup of 10-10-10 in it, water it again to mix the dirt, or mix the fertilizer in the hole, and then I put my plant in, covered up, and water. So I don't want to waste fertilizer. So this is what I did here. I don't know if y'all can see this. This is my garden here. I got it laid out. As you can see, my winds. Hush up, back. Scooter. Hush up. Anyway, my winds are coming out the east. I'll explain that in a minute. So what I got figured is I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 half rows. I'm gonna plant in peas. And then I got 4 half rows, 20-foot rows. I'm gonna plant in some pole beans or butter beans, either one. I got both. I don't know. Then I'm gonna do 5 half rows of tomatoes. Then up here I'll have 3 half rows of squash, and then 3 full 40-foot rows of okra and 3 40-foot rows of corn. Alright, now this is the reason I laid this out to figure it out. See, for my seeds, see right there, see that's my first, right here's my first hill row when I hill my, plow my hill. See, I got the lime on the bottom right here, which is pretty good. That's just extra fertilizer. And then I'll add fertilizer right on top. Now I'll do this real short, not very high at all. Now this is for seeds. Well, if you're planting seeds, not transplanting plants. So there is the fertilizer. And then I'll double hill it. See there, I'll double hill it. Run the push plow again each way, make it taller. And then right here I'll I'll just take the furring plow and just run right across top of it for the fur. Then I'll put seeds in here probably every couple inches, or even closer than that, because I can always thin it out. Then I'll cover it up, cover the dirt up. But if I'm gonna transplant, see, I don't add fertilizer yet. This transplanting here, I'll go ahead and double hill with the push plow. Then I'll take my stick, same as like I explained, water a hole, add fertilizer, water it again, and then insert the plant. Plain and simple. You're putting the fertilizer right on the plant, in the root bed, and not in between the plants. And I'll show you the reason of that, because some plants you don't have to plant so close together. Now, this is what I figured my garden's going to yield. I got corn, 3 rows, 40 foot long. That should be about 240 plants. I'll plant them 6 inches apart. So you see, I have to fertilize the seed rows, after the first plowing hill. Alright, that should yield me about 1,000 plus ears of corn. And that's plenty. I don't need more than that. So, you just have to figure out how many plants you're going to need to plant and how much they'll yield. Or you won't be able to give this much food away. My okra is going to be about 300 plant rows, 40 foot long. It should yield me 10 plus bushel. Alright, my tomatoes, I'm planting 100 plants. They're a foot apart. See, now that's transplanting now, so I'm not wasting any fertilizer. I'm putting it right in the hole. So that's going to give me 5 rows, 20 foot long, foot apart. That's 100 plants. It should yield me 30 bushels of tomatoes or more. Now my squash, I'm planting 3 rows, 20 foot long, a foot apart. That's 60 plants. Alright, so that's going to yield me plenty of squash. That's a whole lot of squash. And then the peas and beans, do the rest of it in peas and beans. And And I'll show you the reason I laid this out, and that's this right here. See, my wind comes out the east here, and when it blows out the east, and some of these plants do need the wind to pollinate. So, as you can see here, my beans, these beans right here, they don't grow about a foot tall. I'm not going to pole bean them or nothing. I'm just going to let them run on the ground. And so the wind's able to come across. And then I got 5 rows of tomatoes here and squash in the backside, and they grow about 2 foot tall. So the wind's still able to come through. And then I got 3 full rows of okra, which can grow up 6, sometimes 7 foot tall. You know, as long as you keep it primed. See how I ain't got no limbs under there? You just prime them leaves off under your blooms, and they'll keep on growing and making. Alright, and then right here, got my last 3 rows of corn 8 foot tall. Now we have a lot of thunderstorms here, and I've had corn just laid completely down. The thunderstorms, big, heavy 60-mile-an-hour gust winds just blowed it all over and just killed every bit of it, ruined it. So now the wind can come across my short plants, my ground plants, runners, then across the tomatoes, across the okra to the corn. And plus that this little patch here, 40 by 40, it got about a 4 foot drop from this end to this end. My corn won't be up so high that the wind can damage it. That's pretty simple. You got to figure out how many plants you're gonna need and how much they'll yield. I hope this helps y'all. Y'all get ready to do some planting. Like I said, I tell you what, to lime your rows off, like I said, I got them 3 foot apart. That really helps. All right, that's it.